Um, Not a lot.
Yeah, the first one was short. So, and then we're on D for 7. Number 7D.
7D.
Okay.
Kelly, you want to read that one?
Yes. What is the probability that a randomly selected particle has a speed that is less than 1,500 meters per second?
Okay. So, go right ahead.
All right, so we're plugging in the 1,500 into for the X, and we are taking the 18.
You got it.
Are you there? 1,800 divided by 600.
That's right. So you got a z-score of 0.5, and then your
negative.
Yeah, 0.5 negative, and then did you get a probability of 0.3085?
3085, yeah.
I love when a good thing comes together.
What number you're on again?
Where we are?
7D.
Okay, 7D. Okay.
Yes. All right. I'll do E. What is the probability that a randomly selected particle has a speed that's between 1,500 and 2,500 meters per second? So for me, what I did was I took the probability that we got for the first question when we were looking at anything that was less than 2,500 meters per second, which was 0.8784, and I subtracted that from the probability that we just figured out for the 1,500 meters per second.
Yeah, because we're finding in between. Yeah.
Right. So I subtracted those two and ended up with 0.5698.
Yes, that's what I got.
So, okay, very good. Actually, I had 0.5699, but whatever. So, anyway. All right, if you want to do F.
F. Do you know where? Did you find us, Winsome?
Yes.
All right.
What is the third quartile of the speed of hydrogen at a room temperature?
So we're taking the 75th percentile. Which is the third quartile.
So for me, I put in 0.7500 up in the top on area.
Yeah, in the area. And then it just gives you your, it said the 75th percentile is 0.674.
That's what I got. And then you pump that into your algebra equation. Good old algebra that I just love doing.
Algebra, yes.
You ever think you'd use it again? No, but you're using it.
So, and we're solving for X.
Right.
So 1,800 plus the 75th percentile, which is 0.675, or sorry, 0.674, multiplied by 600.
Right.
Equals.
Then you add the 1,800 to it after you multiply the 674 times 600, right? At least that's how I learned it, but whatever.
Yeah, and then you get the 2,204.
That's what I got. So good. Great. Yay. All right. These I didn't think were too bad. They were pretty much just looking at them and kind of observing the graphs and kind of seeing if they fell pretty much in a straight line. So the only ones I thought that were a little bit more random and confusing were plot C and plot D. Plot D seemed pretty straightforward to me, but plot C was a little bit, I don't know. I kind of saw some squiggles in there and it wanted to throw me off. So, but.
Yeah, so plot C, I know.
I personally put not normal on that one, but then when I looked up the answer, it said that one was normal. So any advice on that, Soraya?
So I think it would be normal because if you put a line in there, it crosses that line a lot.
Oh.
So that shows me it's pretty normal.
Okay.
And same with the many dots that are around it for like part D. It's a lot of dots that would have landed pretty close to that line.
Okay.
So that's why I would say it's pretty normal. And there are some curves in there,
Yeah.
but I still think it would go around that pretty normal.
Well, and what it kind of seemed to me is after I kind of looked at it for a while, it seemed like that the lines, the dots that were off the lines were kind of equally distributed. Like there was some that were under and some that were over.
Yeah.
Just about the same. That's kind of the way I figured it out. But anyway, so are we all good on that? Do you guys feel like you're okay on QQuats?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Very good. So we're ready for quiz. It's quiz time.
All right, quiz.
Quiz time.
Oh.
I know. I'm ready for today to be done. My day today needs to be done. So, I'll do 1 and 2. I completed the individual preparation assignment before attending the group meeting. And number 2, I actively participated in this week's group meeting. Yes, true. Hopefully, we're all saying true if we're here. So.
All right. Number 3.
Are you there?
Are you with us, Winsome?
Hold on.
Probably still bringing up the quiz if I had to guess. It takes a minute.
Yeah, I'm coming.
No worries.
It's my thing is opening a little slow. Okay.
All right. The total curve under the density curve must equal 1, I believe.
1.0 is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1.
Right. All right. Number 4. Go ahead.
Is that false?
That was number 3. Number 4.
Density curve always lies on or above. So if it drops below, then that means that it's
Not true.
false.
Not true. That would be the opposite of true. So.
The
Okay.
normal
So that would be what?
That one's false.
false.
Yeah, okay.
The density curve's never going to go below the x-axis.
Yeah.
Do you want to read number 5, Winsome?
A normal density curve is symmetric. Is that true? True, right? I have true.
I would say true on that.
It's true.
All right, I'll read the next one. Use the following image to answer questions 6 and 7. Which of the following elements of the figure represents the z-score in this image? So I say it's C.
Yeah, I had C, but
Nope, I think it's C. I think you're right. So I was confused for a second. I was looking at the line that's going up to A that's red, and I was like, wait a second, what is it trying to tell me? But then no, it's not that. So it's C.
But even though I have C, can you explain that? I don't really quite understand. I just kind of.
Soraya, you want to help us on that?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, sir.
So underneath on the applet, always those are going to be your z-score. So the area box is going to be your probability, but always it'll be in one of the boxes. If there was a line to the -1, that would not be the z-score because it's shaded above to the +1. Does that make sense?
Yes. At least to me. I don't know.
Can you say that again, please?
So the boxes on the bottom will always be the z-score.
Right.
Because it's shaded to the +1,
Yeah.
that's the z-score. If there was like a D pointing to the -1, that would not be the z-score because it's shaded to the positive.
Okay.
So those numbers will always represent your z-score, And the box on top with your area, that's going to be your probability.
Okay.
All right, that's a good explanation. Thank you.
Good explanation.
Thanks.
Okay, number 7. Which of the following elements of the figure represent the probability that the z-score will be greater than 1? And she just told us that it is, greater than 1.
Greater than 1. So
It would be
personally, I'm saying B.
B, greater than 1.
Yeah, part that's not shaded.
Yes.
All good. Okay, I'll read number 8. According to the 68, 95, 99.7% rule, what proportion of the data from a bell-shaped distribution will be within 1 standard deviation of the mean?
That would be the 68.
Is that 68?
Yes, you got it, Winsome. Good for you.
I got one.
You did great. Do you want to read number 9 for us, Winsome?
Suppose that the z-scores come from a standard normal distribution. Use the normal applet to answer this question. What proportion of the values from this random variable will be between -1 and 1? Give answer in decimals. I don't understand this.
What proportion of the values from this random variable will be between -1 and 1?
All right. So are we putting in 0.389?
Oh, no, that's just an example.
Okay, that's
The example is if the answer is that many decimals, you would round it to 3.
okay.
What proportion of the values from this
All right.
random variable will be between?
So I would say that we put -1 in the left z-score and 1 in the right z-score.
Right.
And so, is that correct, Sarai? So isn't that just that it gave us the answer up above? Isn't that exactly what it did?
Then you shade that middle portion.
Oh, just the middle.
I think it's the middle. Hold on, let me look at what it was asking, right? The
It
middle?
said between. Okay.
The number between, yeah. So then you shade the middle, and that area is your probability of what that's going to be. So,
All right. I'm getting it. Yay.
wait, 6827 or 683?
0.683.
Okay.
All right, suppose that the z-scores come from a standard normal distribution. Use the normal applet to answer this question. What proportion of the values from this random variable will be between -2 and 2?
Okay.
So while you guys are looking that up, Winsome, do you have the applet working on your computer?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you're following along and understanding what we're doing.
So
So did you plug that in, Winsome? What did you get for your area?
so should I plug in 0.683? Put on the applet?
No, on the applet, go down to the next one and put on the right box. You're going to put -2, or I mean on the left box, sorry.
Oh, okay.
And then the right box, you're going to put +2. Because those are our z-scores, correct?
Okay. Okay, wait.
Yay, I like the knobs. Yay. That helps me so much.
I'm sorry. So on the right side, I should put +2.
Yes.
And the applet will automatically put the
2.
other side to be -2. If you do if you do one side, it'll automatically do the other one as well.
So that was 0.0455.
That's not, I got 0.9545 is what I got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So Winston, are you shading in the middle of the applet between the two red bars? Because the question asks between -2 and 2, so make sure you're shading in the middle of the red bars.
Okay. And then, so that would be 0.9545?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. All right.
And then make sure you round to the 3 decimals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put in number 11. What was that? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just noticing that what it's doing. It's doing the 1 deviation, the 2 deviation, and
Right. Showing.
68, 95, 99.
You got it. So number 11 is suppose that z-scores come from a standard
So
norm.
I'm sorry. Before you move on, with 10. Okay, so suppose the z-scores come from this. So this number, the 0.954, that's the z number, right?
Yeah, the z number, that's their probability that we came up with.
Okay.
The area equals your probability. The z number is that -1 and
Okay. Yes. So I'm just trying to understand and use the normal applet to answer the question. What proportion of the values from this random variable would be? Okay, so the proportion is the top number.
Yes.
Yes.
The proportion is the 0.9545.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
As long as it's shaded, yeah, shaded in between. So then number 11, you would just do the -3 and 3.
And positive.
Okay. On the applet, and then 3 and -3.
And a z-score is like a standard deviation almost. So here it shows like the z-score of 1, which is 1 standard deviation away. So your z-score would be 1.5, then it's 1.5 standard deviations away.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are seeing that on your applet.
And then, so with the -3 and 3, I got 0.9989.
997.
Yeah. Make sure you round to 3 decimal places, or else you might get it wrong. And I don't want you to get it wrong. That would be sad. So 997.
Okay, 0.997.
All right. So look carefully at your answers to the last 3 questions. What do you observe?
It was what you talked about earlier, Kelly.
You already noticed it before they even asked.
Got it!
68, 95, 99.7 rule. Values match that. Yay!
Yeah. All right. All right, Lori, go ahead and read that long one.
The amount of protein that an individual must consume is different for every person. There are solid theoretical ideas that suggest that the protein requirement will be normally distributed in the population of the United States. The protein requirement is given in terms of the number of grams of good quality protein that must be consumed each day per kilogram body of weight. So they give us the unit. The population mean protein requirement for adults is 0.66 grams unit. I'm just going to say unit because I don't want to reproduce that. And the population standard deviation is 0.07 unit. Use this information to answer questions 14 through 17, which I think is actually 13 through 17, actually through 18, so whatever.
Yeah.
But, so what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.60? So we have to figure out our z-score here. So we have 0.60 minus our mean, which is 0.66, divided by our standard deviation, which is 0.07, So I get a z-score of, hold on, give me a second.
0.8857.
I'm not that far. You're farther than me. Okay. I get, let's see. I don't have it right, so hold on.
0.857. Is that what you said, Winsome?
Yeah.
Negative?
Yeah, negative. Negative
Yep.
0.81.
I was just about to ask if it was negative.
That's what I get too. So 0.857. So
Negative.
yes. So then we have to put that in the probability applet under z-score, and I'm thinking we're putting it on the left-hand side.
Because it's negative.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the part that I wasn't sure of. So
Okay. So
All right, and then it says, what proportion of the population in the farm is less than?
okay. So from my understanding, that means we're going to shade to the left of the left-hand red line. And the area above what it says area, that's going to be our probability. So for me, I have 0.1957, which I'll round to 0.196.
All right.
Yay!
All right, and Winston, did that make sense of how they got that?
yeah, yes, I got it. I didn't understand how to use the applet a little bit, but I'm understanding that now.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
So that was, yeah.
So the number 14, we're just shading more than.
Right, so the above portion.
And I got
Or you could do 1 minus 0.196, and it's going to give you the same answer. Oh, sorry, my dog. Hold on.
that's a little loud. All right, so it's the same area.
So it's the same z-score, but it's a different area.
Oh,
Right.
the same what?
It's the same z-score because it's the same value, the 0.6, but it's a different area.
Right. So we're just shading the two areas to the right of it, or you can do 1 minus the probability we figured out before, and they'll both give you the right answer. They should, which for me, I have 0.804.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now we get to do another equation.
I'm sorry. How did you? So we worked it like the previous one, right? You put what was the z-score for that one?
Well,
0.571.
You use the same z-score as we did for 13, but instead, if you go up above the template, because before we were doing less than the amount, this time we're doing more than that amount. So we just unshaded that left portion of the applet and shaded to the right, both sides to the right.
The right.
I'm trying to learn how to do that. So put the negative.
0.857.
Okay, so. And then what was that you got?
I had 0.804.
I don't know. I'm not doing that one right.
So make sure you're shading above the negative number. So you've got your z-score of negative 0.8571. Make sure you're shading both areas above it. So it's saying more than.
0.8571.
Mm-hmm.
Was that 3914?
That's not what I got.
No, it's 0.804.
0.804. You don't have to change any. You don't have to change the z-score from 13. You just leave it the same.
Okay.
But you just fill in the middle one and the right one. Everything above that's more than the original z-score, which was the negative 0.857.
All right, I'll figure that out. That applet gets all messed up now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So should we go into 15, Winsome?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the same type of thing, but we're just plugging in 0.70 as our x, or as our x. So it's 0.070 minus 0.66 divided by 0.07 equals 0.571 is what I got for my z-score.
Yeah, I got that too.
Mm-hmm.
I got that too.
All right, so we plug that in, and then we shade everything that is less than
Right.
that z-score. So you're shading that center part and
The left, of
the
course.
left.
Yep.
I got 0.716.
I did too.
Me too.
All right.
All right. So this next one, this is the tricky one. These ones trick me up just a little bit, so I want to make sure I do it correct. And Soraya might have to help us here, but
There's
find
a
the
really good hint in this question.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Find the probability that a randomly selected person will have a protein requirement that is between 0.60 and 0.70 grams per unit, whatever. Hint, remember that to find the area between two values, shade to the left of each z-score you calculate, then subtract the smaller area from the larger area. Make sure your answer is positive. This is the probability that a randomly selected observation will lie between the two values. So we actually already did that when we did 0.60, which was 0.196, correct? On the first one, because we did everything to the left.
Yes.
So that was 0.196 for 60 grams or whatever. And then for 15, we did the same thing. We did everything to the left on for 0.70 grams, which was 0.716. So if we subtract those two from each other, I get 0.520.
You get negative?
No negative. You just make sure that you subtract the larger.
Okay.
You always do the larger one first.
The 0.52.
That's what I got for my answer, yes.
Accurate to 3 decimal places, so 0.520.
Yes.
All right.
You guys are doing this a lot faster than I thought you would. This is very good.
Good.
All right. Thanks, Soraya.
Yay, that makes me feel better.
Okay. Find the 35th percentile for the protein requirement for adults.
Okay. So you go back to the template, good old template, and I punch 0.35 into the area. And then I shade to the left of it.
You should always automatically be shading to the left for these.
Okay.
So first shade to the left and then put in your area.
Okay.
So it'll automatically go to your Z-score.
Awesome.
So let me ask you, like, you said shade to the left, but then it's shaded already. Like,
It
I
just
don't know.
was from the previous question before.
So sometimes the previous question will ask for above, so it'll already be shaded to the right. But for percentiles, always make sure you're shaded to the left first before you put in your area.
So just take out the middle and the right, and just shade the 1, 2, and just, you know, that left. So
Yes. So that
then
way, once you put in the area, your Z-score will be, it'll shade to your Z-score that you need.
Oh, that is a good tip. Thank you, Soraya.
I like it too. I like it.
So what's that, 0.155?
No, I got a 0.385.
That's what I got too. I got negative 0.385.
So I'm not doing something right. So in the area, how much?
Yeah, you have to do the negative because it's to the left of that.
So the area is what, 25%?
35.35.
Okay, 35. I don't know, where did I get 0.35? Enter. Was that 0.3500?
So then your Z-score should be negative 0.385.
Okay.
So then now you have to do your algebra equation.
Your good old algebra. And I did my algebra, and I'll compare answers with you guys when you finish yours. Just yell it out when you got it. Took me a minute.
Yeah.
You ready, Kelly?
I've lost my. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm finding it right here. Sorry. I'm gonna need some help.
Okay. No worries. I got, so for my are you there? Can you hear me?
Tell me where you plugged it in.
Okay, I just did my algebra. So I had negative 0.385, which is equal to, I set that equal to our z-score formula, which is x minus 0.66 divided by 0.07. So then I have to solve for x.
Yeah, that's what I was.
So I had 0.385 negative times 0.07. Anyway, and then I added 0.66 to that, and my answer was 0.633. Yay! So if I had a little drawing board, I'd draw it.
Yeah, no, many times I've wished for this.
I'm like, you can look at my paper that I wrote it on. Although my paper has so many other scribbles on it, you probably can't read it.
All right, so you got 0.0 0.633. Is that what you said? All right, yay!
Good job. So then the next one, I put in the z-score of, or the area in the template of 0.8000 whatever, and shaded to the left of the two of them, and ended up with a z-score of 0.842 positive. And then I plugged that into my good old algebraic equation.
Okay, doing it. .719.
Yes!
Yay.
Good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and submit my quiz. We'll just see. It's a moment of truth. Hey! I always love when I see that 100% pop up. That's like the happy day. So
I know. Hopefully I put everything in right. Yes. Woohoo!
you did.
Oh my gosh, my brain is fried, but I think I'm getting it.
Yes. I think when you do, after you do the homework, if you haven't done the homework yet, once you do that, you're going to be like, oh, I totally got this.
Oh, good. Because I did homework number 4. I haven't done homework number 5 yet, so that'll
I
be
did
good.
homework number 5, but I missed the one where it was between this and that, and so I'm really glad I got that hint because that's going to help me a lot on taking it. I always take it once, and then I wait till we're done. If I miss any, I wait till we're done with the group, and then I'll take the quiz again. Make sure. So I think
That's
I got
a good way to go about it.
That is really good. All right.
Anyway,
Soraya, is there
everybody.
anything you want to end with?
No, if you guys just had questions, I'm here for you, but sounds like you guys all got it.
We're
So if
getting
we
there.
have any questions, Soraya, can we email you?
Yes, you can always email me.
Oh, good.
Awesome. All right. Well, I guess we'll see everybody next. Are we doing next Thursday at 1:30 again?
Yes, next Thursday at 1:30.
All
Okay.
right. We'll see you all then.
All right.
Thank you all.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
You too. Bye.